Floss Tube. It's Lisa here from Shady Tree Stitches, and welcome to my floss tube number 67, which is all about my cross stitch hobby. And this one I am entitling I Have Moved, because as you can see I have a new location. I am finally in my new house at long last. So over the coming months you'll be able to check it out once I get it all unpacked and set up. But this is my new stitching corner and I'm really thrilled. It's part of my master bedroom and I love it because I've got the table right here where I can put everything. I'm actually using what I call my praying mantis to hold the camera, and that is a big wooden cross stitching frame which is going to live in this room, and as soon as I get to my storage shed stuff will be set up permanently in here to stitch on as one of my stitching spots. You can see I have a light here and made myself a little cover for the magnifier so that it doesn't cause the house to burn down. So thanks for joining me. It is Sunday the 26th of April 2020 and we are still self-isolating in this COVID crisis, but it's a beautiful autumn day here in Australia and it's a great time to be stitching. Okay, as usual, enough about me. You really want to hear about my stitching, don't you? And I've got a few things to do for you today. It's going to be a bit of a weird week for videos because Mania starts later in the week. In fact, if I have a look and get sure I get the day right, Mania actually starts on, I think it's Thursday. So I need to, Friday. So I need to do another video later in this week to get everything in order for that, tell you my plans. I have some plans, but I want to do a separate video, and then as usual I will do the actual Mania filming in time. Sorry, my husband came in, he's not used to the new schedule, and with this lockdown everyone's home all the time, so it's very hard to find a quiet time to film. I'm sure a lot of you understand that. So I have done not a lot of stitching this week because of the move. I did stitch nearly every day. The first day I haven't stitched this year was Monday, which was the actual day I moved. Just couldn't get through moving and doing everything and stitching, so I did have one day off, which is annoying, but that's life. So I have only worked on a few pieces this week, and I actually still have got one bit of homework for Shirl still to go, which is the one where I've stitched with the call for threads. So all the pieces I was working on this week didn't have the call for threads. So all my virtual stitches friends have enticed me to be more brave and do different things. Anyway, I worked on my linen and threads family and friends sampler, and I worked on that for my daily 30. So it previously looked like this, and this one I am really enjoying stitching on a piece of my hand dyed Ada, 16 count, I think Ada, maybe 18 count. And I am using just a variety of CXC threads. So 279 stitches, got a lot of that motif started. You can start to see how it's coming together. So I really was enjoying this. So this is going to go back onto my daily 30 for this week so that I can continue working on it. So I'll get some of that done tonight. Another thing I worked on was my big red ship of life. We had to do 100 stitches in purple, and I did pick this piece to be my coloured piece. It's also my I for alphabet soup for semi-sane stitches, because I for ink circles, and I am right down the bottom here. So previously looked like this. I had just done for yellow, this yellow fish, and now I have done 300 more stitches. It looks like that. So you can see we have a purple amphibian type of under the sea creature and a bunch of grey on the border. So yes, that's going to start to take a lot more shape in the near future, I can tell. But again, on a piece of 16 count Ada. My other sale was the Family Patchwork Sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm loving this one, but I had to do a lot of frogging. Previously looked like this, and with my family sampler I did it for something to do with an apple. In the middle of the picture there is a tree that looks like it has apples on it, and also something that to do with a gingerbread house. and I feel like the houses on this look like gingerbread houses. So that is where I'm up to. And again, in case you can't remember, I'm using a beautiful Silks for You thread, but I worked on all this part up here. I had to frog most of those hearts because I did the border first and I miscounted, and then I've just started this heart here. So it's starting to take shape. That's basically half the size at the top. And that's on a lovely piece of linen that I acquired from somewhere. I had to work on my Do Re Mi, a piece that I've been working for 9 months or longer, and so I picked one of my mania pieces to do some on. Previously look at this. So I'm currently working on So and La, and where I'm up to, just gonna let me hold it properly, is here. You can see I've got Mi, Fa, So and La. So all the work I did this week was on the La, that little bit of the bird and the letters, long way, notes to follow. So it's starting to come together very nicely. Could almost have used it for the called for threads, but unfortunately that brown that I'm doing the letters in is not called for, so I couldn't make it fit for that. And the only other one I worked on was the piece that I designed for Anzac Day. Yesterday was Anzac Day, and I commemorated it by going out to my driveway at 6 AM to play the last post for the neighbourhood on my euphonium and have the minute silence and then the reveille. So that's how I commemorated it, and then enjoyed watching some of the other services that were held during the day. I also spent the whole day, what I could, stitching on my Lest We Forget. So it's Paddock Lane's design. It's a large piece, and it's got the ode. They shall grow not old, as we the left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget. And I really like the bugler standing on his field of poppies. So I did a lot of work on that this week. I actually did 1,136 stitches. Previously was here. And this one I do have a sale going on my Paddock Lane Designs group. So if you're interested in stitching it and you want to share your progress with us, jump on the group and find the event, because this is where I'm up to. I have got a bit more down the bottom. Not much down the bottom, but doing the letters up the top. So I spent the weekend working on those letters. Each one of those letters is about 300, 400 stitches. So lest we forget, a long way to go, and I know the poppies are going to be annoying. So I'll just keep plodding away with that and see when I can get it done by. So that is all my stitching. Now I do have one bit of haul, but it's packed somewhere. My next Silks for You colours of the month came in, so I will have to show them to you next video. And that was all my stitching I did, but I wanted to do this video so that I was up to date. Unfortunately I don't have internet, so I'm not sure when it's going to get posted. You might be getting like 3 in the same day. Apologies for that. But what I did want to show you was my previously stitched pieces that I have had in storage, and I have a collection of these here, and these are from a variety of times, but these are some of the framed pieces that I have. So this one is in 1998 and it's called Teddies on the Line. So I stitched them. One of my first pieces. I remember being so impressed when I actually got them done. Oh, a bit of the glare. So yeah, really cute. So this one hangs up in my daughter's room usually, and it will be heading there in the not too distant future. So they're really cute, those teddy bears. I can't tell you much about this. I previously was a kit stitcher until this year, so I bought the kit and stitched it, which is really cool. This is one of my favourite. Now all of you who know me are going to laugh when you see this one. This is me. This picture is very me. Stitched, don't even have the date on this one. Oh yes I do, 90, it's either 93 or 97. Is that not me? A row of houses. I love houses. So I have that beautiful row of houses that I stitched with a bunch of putty cats. Really cute. So I will be finding somewhere to put this up. Not sure where yet. In 2007 was when I'd done a bit more stitching again. I wanted to do a piece for our lounge room, which was a series of spring, summer, autumn, winter. So there it is there. There's a little archway for each month, each season I mean. Really enjoyed doing that one. I stitched something for my husband also in 2007 for a Christmas or a birthday present. He used to play cricket back then. So this is a nice picture. It reminds me of the cricket pitch at Armadale. So there's a bunch of the cricketers. Get the glare out. It's not working too well. Maybe I'll do that. Now, I have also got a few friends stitching these, the Celtic ladies. And I have done 2 of them. So we have got Summer in her traditional colours with all her beads. She's really beautiful. They are such exquisite pieces. And I have the whole set to do with matching frames. So as soon as they get out of the storage shed, I'm going to be doing more. So this one I did in 2008, Summer. And in 2006, so the first one I did was Autumn in the traditional purples. I like them. I have seen some great colour conversions since, but I got a kit and I did it as it is. So there's my beautiful Miss Autumn. Stunning. So Winter is the one I'm working on that will go on the praying mantis. Also did a little just a little country welcome for the kitchen. Pop that one up there sometime. And this one's one of my most recent finishes. So it's a frosted pumpkin style. Let's go on an adventure. So it looks pretty cool all framed. I got that framed not long before I packed up and moved. So it hasn't even been on a wall yet. So they're all my frame, well not all my frame pieces, there's one more that I have to find somewhere to go in my house. My husband does not want all my cross stitches up in the house, but we will see what we can arrange. Because some of these need, well they all need to be on display somewhere. I may be doing a little cross stitch wall in the spare bedroom. I have a lot more to do. And then this one, 2009. I know it's a Jan Lynn design of an African American lady. She's super stunning. She's a huge piece. And I wouldn't have picked it as being something I'd enjoy stitching, but I really love doing her. She is beautiful and really, really, really stunning. So there you go. So they are my currently framed pieces, ready to put up into the into display. So that's pretty much all I have time for today. It's a short video, I know, sorry about that, but thank you for watching. Stay tuned in the next couple of days. There will be mania ones coming up. I'm just thinking though, maybe I should just show you my mania plans now, make this one longer, but I don't really want to mix the two, so I'll do a separate video and you can check out my mania plans. Then I'll have to do I may not do a catch-up before the end of the month. I'm up to date with all my monthly homework except for watching the video, which I can do sometime this week. My plans are to work on my Animal Kingdom, because I have to do 500 more stitches on that to complete the Canada for the semi-sane stitches around the world challenge. I've done all the other prompts, so I have to do 500 more stitches on a piece that has a polar bear in it. So my plan for today at least and tomorrow is to work on those 500 stitches for the Animal Kingdom, And after that, I'm not sure what I'll do until Thursday, because I've got homework that needs doing for Magical Stitches and also for Shell's group. I do need to find that piece, well, that involves stitching with the call for colours. So I will look at doing that, and we'll see, maybe I'll give you a quick update in my Mania Plans video. Do that on Thursday before I start Mania. I don't know. I'm totally undecided. This moving has totally frazzled me. Alright, well, I hope you have a good week stitching until I see you later in the week. Bye!